Not long ago, I did a video about my mom's holiday cracker pie. And I received several messages saying, hey, can you make this gluten-free? And I've received other messages saying, hey, can you make this dish gluten-free or this one gluten-free? Well, here's the thing. We cook a lot of things gluten-free because my daughter has celiac disease. So yes, you can make my mom's holiday cracker pie gluten-free, and today I'm going to show you how to do that. So just as in the regular recipe, we're going to be starting with crackers. Now, the regular recipe uses saltines, things like that. My mom would make them with Ritz crackers sometimes. For this gluten-free version, today I'm using Char gluten-free table crackers. You can use Glutinos, anything like that. In fact, any sort of cracker that mimics a saltine cracker or a Ritz cracker will do. I prefer the sort of white colored crackers, the saltine-ish kind, so that's why we're using these today. So this is a 7.4 ounce package of crackers, and we are just going to break these down using our rolling pin in a little plastic bag. And you want these broken down so that they're finely broken, but not dust. This is what we're looking for. What you want to end up with is about a cup or a little bit more of crushed crackers. All right, let's move on to mixing up our ingredients. All right, so we're going to start first with 2 eggs that have been beaten. To this, we're going to add a cup of sugar. We're going to give this a good mix. We're really creating like a eggy, sugary slurry here. To this now I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. Next comes a teaspoon of baking powder. And because these crackers are unsalted, we're adding about a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to mix this all up. Now we're going to add our crackers. Now I'm going to add about a cup and a half of toasted pecan pieces. You could use walnuts or really any favorite nut you like, or no nut at all. We're going to mix this up. All right, after mixing this, to me it feels like we maybe added a little bit more than a cup of the crackers. A little dry, so I'm going to add 1 more beaten egg. This is a very forgiving recipe. You just adjust it until you have that sort of sticky wet consistency, not sloppy. Gonna mix that in. All right, this is now ready to get into our greased pie pan. It's been buttered up heavily, and if it's too much to fit into just one pan, we'll make a couple smaller pies on the side. All right, I'm just gonna start filling this pie pan. While I'm doing this, our oven is preheating to 325. Just gonna spread this around in here. Make sure we're packed in nicely. And we've made this gluten-free many times. All right, let's get this into the oven. All right, our oven is at 325. We're gonna put our cracker pie in. We're gonna cook it for 30 minutes and then we'll check it. And it might be done right then. All right, it's been 30 minutes. Let's see how we're looking. Oh, that looks nice. Nice and golden brown on the top. I'm gonna take this out of here and I'm gonna let this cool for about 30 minutes because I think this is best served at room temperature. So here is the gluten-free version of my mom's holiday cracker pie. It's cooled down. Yeah, it's pretty much room temperature now. I'm gonna cut a slice of this. We're gonna taste it, but we're also gonna top it with something, and I'll show you that in a minute. So here's a slice of the gluten-free version of my mom's holiday cracker pie, and I'm gonna top this with some maple whipped cream. Oh yes. And just for a little contrast with the white, pinch of cinnamon. There we go, and it's time to taste. All right, here we go. First bite. Let's see. Now, I've had both versions, and in my opinion, there's no difference in taste between the regular version and the gluten-free version. And if you can't have nuts, you could replace those with something. You could replace them with dried cranberries like craisins, chocolate chips, anything. This is highly customizable. Make it to your own taste. So really, dumping everything into a bowl after crushing some crackers and baking it for 30 minutes, letting it cool for a little bit, topping it with some whipped cream, you got this.